There are places so terrifying that even Google Earth couldn't hide them. From an island full of haunted dolls to a coastline littered with skeletons, today we're exploring the scariest locations you can find on Google Earth. And trust me, some of these are places you'll never want to visit in real life. Alright, first up, we've got the famous Doll Island in Mexico. If you zoom in on Google Earth, you'll see a tiny island completely covered in old, decaying dolls. But here's the creepy part. Locals say these dolls move on their own at night, whispering to each other. This whole thing started when a man named Don Julian found a little girl who had drowned near the island. Not long after, he found a doll floating in the same spot. As a tribute, he hung the doll in a tree, but over the years, he kept finding more and more dolls. Now, there are hundreds of them, with missing eyes, torn limbs, and some even strung up by their necks. Visitors say the energy here is unreal. Some have even reported the dolls blinking or turning their heads on their own. Whether it's a legend or something supernatural, this place is pure nightmare fuel. Next, we're heading to a place called the Skeleton Coast in Namibia. And trust me, the name is no joke. This stretch of land is known for its shipwrecks, bones, and eerie landscapes that feel straight out of a horror movie. The thick fog, strong winds, and dangerous currents have caused hundreds of ships to crash here over the centuries. But it's not just ships. Whale bones and even human skeletons have been found scattered across the shore, giving it an even more haunting feel. Some say the spirits of lost sailors still roam the coast, forever trapped in one of the most unforgiving places on Earth. Now, let's talk about one of the most disturbing forests in the world, Aokigahara Forest. In Japan, also known as the Suicide Forest, this dense woodland at the base of Mount Fuji has become infamous for being one of the eeriest locations on Earth. The trees are packed so tightly together that it absorbs most sound, making it deathly silent when you step inside. But what really makes this place unsettling is its dark history. Hundreds of people have gone into the forest and never come out, leaving behind abandoned tents, personal belongings, and eerie handwritten notes. Even Google Earth has blurred some images from within the forest. What were they trying to hide? Some visitors have even reported feeling a strange presence watching them, as if something unseen lurks in the shadows. Next up, we have the Hill of Crosses in Lithuania. Imagine walking up a hill covered in over 100,000 crosses, each placed there by people from all over the world. It started as a peaceful religious site, but over time, rumors of supernatural activity started to spread. People claimed to hear whispers in the wind, see shadowy figures moving between the crosses, and even feel unexplained chills when walking through the site. Some say the crosses move on their own, changing position overnight. Whether you see it as a place of faith or a haunting location, there's no denying the eerie energy that surrounds it. And finally, let's talk about the Darvaza gas crater, also known as the Door to Hell. Deep in the deserts of Turkmenistan, this massive burning crater has been on fire for over 50 years. It was originally created when Soviet scientists accidentally drilled into a gas pocket, causing the ground to collapse. To prevent toxic gases from spreading, they set it on fire, expecting it to burn out within a few weeks. But decades later, it's still burning. And no one knows when it will stop. The glowing flames and the constant roaring sound make it look like an actual portal to the underworld. Some believe it's cursed, while others say it's proof that something unnatural is lurking beneath the surface. Which of these places do you think is the scariest? Let me know in the comments, and if